Hey, what is up, guys? It's Giltspire here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and welcome to me absolutely dying from either another pseudo-cold or an allergy attack, and I'm not sure which. Frankie can attest that I've been dying like all day. I'm thinking it's an allergy attack, but honestly it could be both. Literally I was at work earlier today, and at some point I just went, I can't breathe. Not like the stuffy nose, I can't breathe, but like, oh, I can't breathe. Should I be concerned? And later realizing that someone had emptied like a dustbin from a vacuum or something into an open trash can in my office. My office is like shared between other like offices as well. So it's not like just mine, right? It's not like someone went to my closed door, emptied a trash bin, and yada yada. But literally, I've been dying all day. I already took antihistamines in case. It is allergies, but I have been dying. I slept from probably like 4 to 6, and then I've been just like curled up on the couch all day, but I've been sneezing my head off. It's been bad. So if I seem a little bit out of it, probably give myself a few concussions. Actually, I wonder, can you give yourself a concussion if you sneeze hard enough and enough times? I bet you could, right? If you had violent enough sneezes. I doubt I have ever. But I have pretty violent sneezes. But also that idea just came to my mind for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I imagine you could. Imagine you having such violent sneezes that you literally give yourself a concussion. That'd be horrible. That'd be miserable. But that being said, we're gonna continue MSQ. If I seem out of it, as I explained, that is why I have been sneezing up an effing storm. It has been a thing. So with that being said, without further ado, let's talk to Lise here, as we are now... Where is this called again? It's... For some reason, it doesn't like have a name on the map. No, Sui no Sato. Let's see, what level gear? Still 265. Though I guess actually my weapons aren't 270. Yeah, I guess I could grab the weapons. That wouldn't be a half bad idea. If this is Suino Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Or are you gonna have to do a lot of side quests again? I feel like we're gonna have to do a lot of side quests. But I see Shiosai and Isobe. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Rose and Alisai. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I'm no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisu of the Violent Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great! We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop, I will hear no more. You will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for your dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Sui no Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisu, we Reian enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has never been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Sui no Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Interesting. So what's the game plan now, folks? And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Giovanni is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. So I guess we could grab a paladin shield. At the same time, I do have a decent amount of... actually, yeah, I'm full up on elegant tomestones. I should probably use those. Let's do that next time we have our MSQ next to a whatchamacallit, an aetheryte. That'd be a good idea. Isari. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari. Oh, it's freaking name day bloke. Gosetsu looking a little worse for wear.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
Yotsuyu, karma will come around to you one day.
Reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
I mean, given that you've been reduced to torturing, yeah. Say it's only fair.
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Ooh, someone knows a little bit too much history that Yotsuyu does not like.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable.
So at one point the Domans
Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you.
So either a Doman or group of Domans at some point scorned her.
But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death?
So Lord Cayenne died before Gosetsu even stepped on the shores of Eorzea. Interesting. Did Yagiri know this?
You were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
Interesting.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir.
Would that be Yagiri?
Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee.
Him. Oh, Lord Hien.
So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
Hien.
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Gosetsu giving 0 fucks.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
I want to say name day here is speaking about me, since I humiliated him time and time again. And for that humiliation, he was sent to be the lapdog of Yosetsu. Yotsuyu? Yotsuyu. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Rose? Talking Shiosai round. We could ask if they know anything. Sorbonne sent us here, mayhaps we should ask him. We find some red coach and encourage them to talk. I mean, I guess we could talk to Sorbonne. He sent us here for a reason. But the question is why? Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies, I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we would like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have not heard from her since. I think I know who her daughter is. It would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Small world. Kami be praised, she lives, she lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's all right. Yet she had no idea she hailed from Suino Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Domo they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Zanxia. Yanxia? His tale of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his word. She became convinced that the Garlands would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left years later to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To naked eye, it is as a jade, but when bathed in a peculiar light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I've mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there were something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when you next see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brother do not think of her. You will, I promise. Not sure where those two are going. The exit's right behind us. Oh, hello, side quests. Well, you know what that means. Time to do side quest. I knew it was gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Miss, you're an adult, right? Mother tells me I'm still too young to venture far from home, but there's something I really need. Lately, Mother has not been feeling well. I thought making her a hairpin might cheer her up, but I have no coral. Please, will you bring me 3 of the prettiest, reddest coral you can find? If you do not know where to search for them, you should ask Tosetsu. He'll be able to tell you. I guess let's do this then. Let's hide this for now. That scent, the smell of the sun in the skies lingers upon you, truly is a wonderful aroma. Might I ask you for a favor? There's something that I need from the surface. I shall, of course, compensate you for your troubles. I would like for you to bring me back 3 water spirit cores, which can be obtained from the Appas at Hell's Lid. They might appear frail, but do not let that fool you. They are by no means easy to defeat. Hello, madam. Am I correct to assume that you are from the surface? Outside of the Kojin, we do not receive too many visitors. Then again, if it's only to be expected, we lived upon a sea after all. Long ago, in exchange for treasures we gave them, the Kojin taught our ancestors the secret of living in this great expanse of water. We have resided here since as their neighbors. They are very kind-hearted and clever people who love collecting rare items. It would greatly benefit you to befriend them. Ah, one moment, something is coming to me. Yes, I know. If you were to wipe out some of the awahaki growing around their village, they are sure to be extremely pleased. About 6 should get you in their good graces. Let's talk to Tosetsu. Certainly, I can tell you where the red coral grows, but first you must answer me this. Why do you want to know? Make a smart child happy. You're gathering them for Seyo, that she might make a hairpin for her mother. In that case, the most vibrant fields are located near Shisu of the Violent Tides. The crystals at the turquoise trench purify all the surrounding waters, making the coral there the most beautiful in the 5 seas. It's said that those of crimson hue protect the women who wear them from coming to any harm. Good luck, madam. I hope you manage to make that little girl's day. You are a woman from above. I am Kurenai, sister of the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Sisu of the Violent Tides. He claimed to have come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, a similar race of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the place. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisu of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the race within from escaping. However, it will not hold much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend upon me your might. Please, find a way to save her. Thank you, truly. I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now, please follow me. We must speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we all regret. So I imagine that's going to unlock a optional dungeon. Let's continue with this then. If your sun-kissed skin is any indication, you have come here from the world above. Sadly for you, we are extremely tight-knit and self-sufficient community and do not have any work for outsiders. Ah, wait, perhaps that is not necessarily true. I have just thought of a task only one of your kind will be able to carry out. Tell me, are you any good at hunting birds? Very good. In that case, I would like for you to bring me back the breast meat of 3 ruby hornbills. Easy enough, honestly. We, the Rain, left the surface long ago that we might forge ourselves a peaceful life under the sea. Maintaining such serenity, however, is not always easy. My 2 sons can attest to that. From the crack of dawn until the dusk they fight. Lately, things have started to escalate and they've begun to trouble the entire village with their spats. I have scolded them on multiple occasions, telling them that such disturbing behavior is unacceptable. They, however, still refuse to listen. Perhaps you can try having a word with them. You can start with my eldest son. He should be over by the racks of dried fish. If he attempts to start a fight with you when you approach him, I suggest you respond with a resounding, huh? That should stop him. Oh my, you must be from the surface. Normally I would avoid associating with anyone of your ilk, but we are in desperate need of outside help. You see, 2 Warm Spring Gasami have made their way into the anemone garden. Some of the men in the village went to dispatch of them because they are unused, but because they are unused to fighting on land, none of them survived the encounter. If we do not manage to kill them off soon, they will end up consuming all of the available food there. Please, you must rid of them for us. Great way to ask someone saying of your ilk. Oh, I thought I recognized you. Perhaps you remember me too. I'm the girl you saved on the shore. Hey, this is the sapphire-haired girl. I do remember you. And Onokoro. Not tell me you are surprised to learn I'm from Sui no Sato. While it is true that we rarely stray far from our small underwater village, we do occasionally go out to collect food. The day you rescued me, I had left to do just that, but before I could harvest the Mozuku I so dearly needed, I was ambushed by those awful creatures. I still have yet to recover from the injuries I sustained, and was hoping you could help me one last time. Please, might you gather 4 clumps of Mozuku and bring them back to me. Huh? What do you want? Stop wasting my time. Hurry up and say what it is you've come to say. By his cocky attitude, he sensed Hiwa's eldest son is trying to pick a fight with you. You best hunt him before things get any further out of hand. Is it an emote? It is. Huh? Huh? Who do you think you are to take such a lofty tone with me? Well, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Alright, but wait, Perhaps this is what Mother meant when she said I had an unpleasant attitude. Now to think on it, I have often done to my brother what you just did to me. Maybe it's what caused our constant brawls. I understand now. Thank you, madam. My apologies for trying to fight you. If you happen to see my brother, please tell him I'm sorry. Alright, and then let's go up here real quick, lest I forget. And you are? We met just a little bit ago. See, at least Isobe remembers me. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? You think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Sio no Sato from untold disaster. I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. I mean, I am a Godslayer after all. You have the right of it. Very well, I give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed of my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. She has really pretty eyes. Here, take this scroll. It'll permit you to pass into Seashu of the Violet Tides. I presume you're aware of where it's located. Absolutely frickin' not. Not to worry, I shall show her there. Palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me, if it was something I could tell you now, I would. I imagine we have to kill her sister. I feel like that is a thing that we're gonna have to do. Alright, let's go here. Came to tell me my brother says he is sorry? I do not believe you. So let's do another huh. What do you did that because I seem grumpy? No, you misunderstand. Mother also often comments that I seem sullen. I'm not. I simply do not have much to say. Perhaps my brother has also been mistaking my sounds for anger, and that is why he shouts at me. I must go and sort this out with him. Thank you, madam. You have made me realize how important it is to let others know what I'm thinking, and I shall go find my brother now. Alright, let's finish this then, since we're right here. And then finish up these side quests. I also do want to do some dailies today. Perhaps now they'll be able to find a way to reconcile their differences. Thank you. Until you came along, I was at a loss as to what to do. By nature, we avoid using any harsh words or action. As such, most of what I have to say is easily brushed aside by my children. You, however, have gotten through to them where I could not. Now the people of the village need not be disturbed by their angry shouts any longer. Please accept this small gift as a token of my appreciation. Alright, so let's take a look. We have a lot of things that we need to do. So, looks like the majority of it is up in the mainland, I would argue. It's probably best way to get there would be by going either here or here. And then we can kind of go from there. Well, that looks to be down, so maybe we head there first and then teleport. All right, let's do that. All right, so looks like we have a few things that are below. So I guess let's kind of mosey around. Oh, interesting. A little hidden area. Anemone Gardens. Okay, so this is one of the areas that I do need to go to. Alright, so we need to kill those crabs, it looks like. We also do need things from water sprites, do we not? Good, nonetheless. Alright, done and dusted there. Of course. Alright. Mercy should be coming up soon. Let's go through a rotation. By the time that is up, we'll be right on. I messed that up. I realize that now. I can't go solid barrel and going back to Gnashing Fang. That's a bit of a whoopsie. Let's get Burst Strike in before No Mercy goes out. I clipped that. I should have probably hit Fiend Edge first and then. Okay. Now it looks like we're good. Yeah, if Meep wanted to come in, she is more than welcome to do so. Okay. So we need to continue our way down. Looks like that's gonna be like the Red Kajin's area. Whoa. Oh, this is cool. Once again, reminds me a lot of like Subnautica. I guess we keep on going down. Well, then again, Subnautica does not have this cheery music to go along with it. It's a lot more menacing, especially when you go into the depths in comparison. But it's still further down, it looks. Well, let's keep on going until we reach the ocean floor, I suppose. Well, it looks like we are going the right way at the very least. Anywhere else down here? Doesn't look like it. Whoa, hello. Oh, that, in fact, does look to be the right place. So I was right about this being another dungeon. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Rose. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however, indirectly has been tormenting him. Now there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you'll be unable to pass through the gates without it. That is important little tidbit there. I feel like that is going to be interesting. All right, so the Palace of Lost Souls. So Palace of Lost Souls will nix for now. And I guess let's head to Onokoro so we can get Fear Her Almighty Waves. Southwest. Pretty far ways away. Looks like this is still below. So it's, was it shift space? Or is it control space? Oh, how do I dive again? Oh, is it? No, it is shift space. But I think oh, sorry, control space. Alright, so let's gather all of this up then. You need, what, 4? This is really cool. It really expands upon what they're able to do as far as like space and environment's concerned. I imagine this was quite an ambitious idea for them to do. Allow you to dive beneath the surface of areas, especially areas that at a surface level seem very scarce in some ways, but also very big and, you know, full of unused area. Like, this felt like a very big empty void, but now that we can dive, it feels a lot more alive, for lack of a better term. Okay, so looks like we got that. So now what we can do, it looks like we can head over this way. So it's a bit lower down, but this is probably the best of it. We do need to go up at some point, though. There's also another one down here, the Core of Life. So let's see. I might as well head up this sightseeing location. I'm gonna slash lookout. Tamamizu. Oh, I see. Looking over that way. At Tamamizu. Oh, excuse me. Awahaki. So what exactly are Awahaki? They look to be expelling something. And let's see, trying to see where the other Awahaki might be. Oh, I see. There are multiple groups of Awahaki. So it looks like there's more over this way then. I understand. Looks like it's more below. Sure enough. It is really difficult to measure depth here as far as the water is concerned, at least with the way I have my screen zoomed so far out. Alright, this is number 5. The question of the day is, where's number 6? Is it below me? Doesn't look like it. So it has to be over here somewhere. Yep, sure enough. Alright, we should probably also check off the ones that we have completed. Make sure we're not missing any on our log. Alright, so we have one up above, which is relatively close, but we can always teleport, but you know what? I think it's best for us to go up then. Oh, interesting. So that shows you that you're approaching the surface. Looks like we do have a way up here. I think this is the Hornbills. There is one other. Recoil from the round of violent tides. Oh, shoot. Well, that is actually kind of rough, because we were down there, but we didn't see its marker because of how many we had, so we have to go back down. That's unfortunate. But not the end of the world, I suppose. Right, one. Go through one rotation, one combo. And go through the shell. Alright, looks like we have another hornbill over here. Get off on our timings when using big vision. We missed our timing on gnashing thing too. I will use it nonetheless. Oh, about to die for some reason. Alright, let's go through the combo again. There we go. That was a lot cleaner. Alright, so we're here now. To the west, so long ways away. Alright, well let's head over to this location there, the Core of Life. It's been a while since we've actually been down at that location now. Ooh, rather not get injured by you. Alright. Well, let's do this then. I guess we can... I don't think we can dive here. I think in the shallows we can't dive. I think it's in that area, like the darker green or brown areas we can dive. I think I've realized that now. So diving might not be the right idea. I'll figure that out. I think it's still faster riding on our chocobo. Alright, it does look like it is in fact above us, but at the very least what we can do is maneuver a little bit faster, I suppose. And this will bring us close to a daughter's love as well. We don't want to go out just yet. I think we're still able to get just a wee bit closer. Alright, and let's surface. Let's see what we're working with. Perfect. Whoa, the Appa. Go through rotation. fighting two of them now. Actually, yeah, we're fine going into this. By the time we do, everything should be off cooldown. Probably could have done that a little bit better. It was a good idea, but probably not the best in the way of execution. There, we got all the cores, perfect. Northwest. So actually, it's probably up around here. So I wonder, yeah, I think we have to be in the brownish area. Let's dive. And now we can grab the coral. It does seem to be all the way down. But those were the things I saw and didn't really mind. I saw what seemed to be resource nodes. And I didn't really heed any mind, but now think about it, may have been what I was looking for, in fact. Alright. But now we can go inside of that without going into the dungeon, of course. So it should be out front. Looks like that is, in fact, the case. Wonder if that's the red coral there. Let's see. Well, I see red coral. That's one. Need 3 pieces. And I appreciate the fact that our character is taking it off of the very tip of the coral and not at the root or base. Let's see. And last one right here should do the trick. Alright, so in that case, let's head over to Tamamizu. So that way we can go back here a little bit more quickly, since they do not have their own aetheryte. And at this point, let's turn in our plethora of stuff and things. Sui no Sato. Let's go to Seo first. Were you able to find my coral? Yep, here you go, friend. Oh, thank you so much, miss. These are the best and brightest ones I've ever seen. Oh, and I found out earlier that my mother was not sick. She is going to have a baby, and I'm going to be a big sister. I'm thinking instead of using these to make instead to use these to make 2 hairpins, one for mother and one for my new baby sister. These red coral are sure to keep them safe forever and ever. Oh, she's such a sweet little child. Ah, you are back. I trust you're able to obtain what I requested? Fantastic. Now we will have no need to worry about drinking water for some time to come. Though we have been here for generations, we are still unable to consume seawater. These will allow us to remove the brine and turn it into fresh water. Normally we send the strongest men from our village to procure the water spirit cores, but the Kojin of the Red have become suspiciously territorial as of late. It has made approaching Hell's Lid extremely difficult for us. Thank you very much for your help. We would not be able to survive without the sprite cores you brought back to us. As promised, here is your reward. You have exterminated the Awahaki. Good work. The Kojin will be absolutely delighted to hear it, you see. They primarily use the striped rays for transportation and to deliver goods. The beasts, however, are so terrified of the bubbles that stream from these plants that upon seeing them, they'll buck off whoever or whatever they are carrying. I shall inform of all that you have done for them later. For now, please allow me to present you with your award. See, aren't you happy you helped? All right. Do you have what I asked for? I do indeed. These cuts you have brought me are beautiful. Excellent work. I have for far too long craved the taste of bird meat. You see, many years ago, a cage fell from a ship passing above. Within it was a bird. The moment its flesh touched my lips, I knew no food, however fine, could compare. We receive so few visitors from the service that it is next to impossible to procure such meat, or any meat at all. In fact, all the Kojin merchants ever bring is seafood. Before you go, I have one question for you. If I'm not mistaken, birds have appendages that allow them to soar the skies. You do not look as though you can fly, so however it is that you're able to capture these magnificent winged creatures. You anger them, and when they come to attack you, you pounce? Aha! You people from the land are a ferocious lot. Slowly, I come to understand the decision my ancestors made to seek refuge in the seas. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my meat. My siblings and I shall feast tonight. I mean, it's the same idea as what you do with fishing, right? You wait for it to give you an opportunity. You feeded them, thank you. Thank you so very much. You have saved us from starvation. The seaweed and moss there are one of our main sources of food. Umemi, especially, are very nutritious, and without them, we would not be able to sustain ourselves. Unfortunately, they also happen to be one of the Warm Spring Gasami's favorite things to snack on. Whoa, what is that? I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me look up. Ah! No, I can't see it. You had not slain them. Had you not slain them when you did, we would be in dire straits. What is worse is that these vicious beasts seems to be growing stronger, something possibly owing to an increasing number of eruptions from Hell's Lid. You are incredibly strong, but you best also take care when dealing with these beasts in the future. I imagine it is probably a primal. You returned. Does it mean you brought me my Mozuku? I did indeed. Oh, thank you. The seaweed is a very important part of our diet, and I know not what I would have done had you not agreed to collect it for me. Until now, I had never been stung while gathering Mozuku. I suppose I only have myself to blame. I should not have allowed myself to be distracted by the glittering scales of the fish that swam by. If only we had fields like those upon the surface, we would mitigate such risks. Sadly, we are a small village, and space and farming is something we can scarce afford. While the sea is bountiful and full of riches, unlike you, she only bestows her blessings upon those who hold her in awe. It was arrogant of me to forget to fear her mighty ways. I shall ever remain thankful for their deal because it reminded me of something very important and allowed me to make a wonderful new friend. Please take this gift. Oh. So I wonder if she would be here if we had not completed the task back from the Confederacy. Huh. That's a very, very interesting thought. I mean, she's not here now, so I imagine the answer would be no. So I actually really like that I do these, for lack of a better term, in order, because it allows me to have those unique experiences and like, oh, the aha moment. Okay, so we did all that, which means we can recheck this and speak with Alisai. Hello. And looks like we need to go up. Up where? I do not know, but up. Oh no, looks like it's not really up, but out. Oh, we're exploring the sunken ship, that's right. If this wreck is the same self-vessel of which Soroban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Rose. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. To find the Yasakani no Magatama, you'll need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. You think you glimpse a friggin' light in the distance. In the distance, you say? I don't see anything. In the distance. Would it tell me if I'm close, maybe? For an instant you spy a flash of light, you are getting closer. You're getting closer. But you cannot say for certain you think in the distance, so it's closer to here. Now, is it elevation based? You're getting closer. Does that say it also up here, maybe? No. I'm getting closer down here. So what about over here? Okay. Just a little closer. We're outside of the search area now, though. So maybe over here? Or in the clam? Okay, so it's not there. Could it be this? There, peeping up from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Hey, there we go. And we have found it. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Rose? I did find a thing. This is it. Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Soroban described. Heh, it would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. You say that, and I fear almost too soon, friend. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Rose. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. Okay, so we should then be able to teleport back to Tamamizu. A little bit away, so I feel comfortable doing so. You return, and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity for the divine. The treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly, we will aid your cause. All is ready, Soroban. Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort? You Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kujin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kujin would be summoned from moms around to defend their treasures. And were they to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Isari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great! How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others, and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault. More or less, the Yasakani no Magatama belongs to the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suino Sato. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this time and all other endeavors. So we might actually be at the point of a soft lock if this is the dungeon coming up. Right then, I'm not normally in the habit of sneaking to heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight, the bigger the better, the kind where you wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Wow, that's not specific or anything, so I guess it's a raid of sorts, an 8-man raid. Interesting. I don't know about you two, but I'm ready as I'll ever be. Me too, let's do this. Right, not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. Right, let's go find that cave. You okay there, Elisai? I also just realized there's more side quests, god dang it. Hello, welcome to Tamamizu, friend. A woman from the service, though you may be, I sense you enjoy swimming a great deal. You would get along quite well with my striped ray here. More than she loves to wade through the waters and eat the small fish as she goes. She would be over the moon if you would take her for a quick swim around the village. Okay. Is that all we're doing? First marker. First marker. What? Pass through the first marker on the striped ray. Where's the marker? Is it outside? Oh, I see. Looks like it's up. I imagine we end up back in Tamamizu. That's why I decided to do this one while we were already on the ray. It's pretty cool though. Especially at the time where diving and swimming was a new thing. I imagine this was a great way for the developers to encourage players to really get a sense for the expansive world that they created. through a side quest. Obviously, not all players, you know, go through the side quest and complete them, but for those who did, they get a very unique and guided experience. So I can always appreciate that. That's why, though I do gripe and moan about having to get 8th occurrence, I like not having flying right when I get into a new area, because it does force me to explore and to, you know, really take in everything that the developers have placed into the world and environment, right? Alright, so yeah, it's over in the Kojin area, which we actually see that Miss Q at too. Alright, looks like we're on our way back over to Tamamizu. What I also like about this is that they made it feel alive but not crowded, which is smart. I feel like a lot of underwater environments in gaming all too often result in like a very crowded and claustrophobic environment for one reason or another, while not understanding like, yeah, there is going to be you know, large expanses of nothing. Welcome back. I trust you enjoyed the ride. By the swishing of her tail, I can tell my striped ray certainly did. Or perhaps she simply ate something that did not sit right with her. Aha! She devours everything that crosses her path, especially things that glisten. Once she swallowed an entire coffer's worth of gold coins we found on a sunken ship. In any case, I thank you for taking her out. Do be sure to come back to visit sometime. She has taken quite a shine to you. Rose, how good of you to come by. My striped ray will be very happy to see you again. Ever since you departed, she has been quite forlorn. Would you be willing to take her out for another swim? Lately, I have taught her how to produce bubbles with her wings. Perhaps while you were out, you can use this new trick to help of hers to help clean up the area. Since such a minuscule amount of light reaches this region, much of the seaweed and coral that grows here wilts. These clumps of dying plants, if left unattended, will begin to decay and pollute our village waters. The most effective way to remove them from the soil is to have the striped rays blast them with air bubbles. Once uprooted, the water currents will see to the rest. Alright, well, looks like we're going to do that then. I imagine this ends with us receiving a striped ray minion mount. Or mount, rather, not minion. Or maybe a minion too. Potentially both. That would be my guess. This looks like there is some... Where? It's in this area. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Some over here as well. Some more up here. And looks like we also have more further out. Now we don't want to go too far up lest we end up displacing ourselves and dismounting as well. Ah, dying seaweed, there we are. And that way we can go back down and make our way around. Perfect. Let's bring her back around. have to dismount. You have returned, friend. Thanks to you, the area around our village will remain clean for some time to come. I just wish all the others realized how important a job this is. Sadly, they take our clean waters for granted. However, they will realize soon enough. Ever since the Imperials invaded Doma, the sea grows more unclear by the day. Our plants begin to die off much faster now, and as a result, the bigger fish have far less smaller fish to feed on. If things continue to go on like this, the marine life around us will eventually perish, and so too will our village. I believe that the striped rays will help us put off this decline, but those are yet to be convinced of their value. Either way, thank you for taking my striped ray out and helping tidy up the village. I hope you come back and visit again soon. Aha! Welcome back, friend. You couldn't have come at a more fortuitous time. Water serpents have recently settled near one of our village's entrances to lay their eggs. We need your help to drive them away. The most effective way of doing so is to spray them with jets of bubbly water from a striped ray. These bubbles contain a special mucus which emits a strong scent used to mark their territory. Water serpents hate the smell more than anything. Once you have finished dispersing the snakes, I would ask that you then spray the surrounding area with the ray's bubbles to prevent the return. So it looks like not an immediate area. We need to go further up. Oh, it looks like, are we actually going outside of the water? No. Yes? But that... Right, the striped ray and drive the water serpents away. I am most confused now. How do I... Can I enter here? I can. How do I bring the striped ray up to land? Or do I even do so? Blow stream bubbles with the water snakes. Don't peel slow the way fast enough from the smell. It's just spray neighboring areas without them from ever coming back. Okay. Do I need to surface? Like maybe do the control spacebar to surface with the striped ray, or am I crazy? Because we hit the shelf here unless there is... Not what I wanted to do. Unless there is another entrance slash exit, which actually, hold up. I wonder if we go through here. Yeah, that would make sense now. Okay. So we go up from here. Okay. As understand now what we need to do. Can we do this? We can. Love that. And we need to be mindful of the things that might attack us, though. Ah. Perfect. See another striped ray. Can I snipe it from afar? I doubt it. Be awesome though. On range. Come on. Let me do it. Let me snipe him. Fine. That would be really cool if I could have like just been up from high and sniped it down below. I just think I'm not drawing aggro at all. I wonder if there is, for lack of a term, protection. I stand corrected. I'm being attacked after all. Alright, no longer in combat though, so we can drop down without much issue. There it is. Looks like we need to go back from where we already sprayed down the serpents. So who is that? Okay. I was about to say, is it like a random NPC just out in the middle of nowhere, or... Alright, one more, then we are golden. Alright, it'd probably be faster for us to simply go underwater then. Oh, interesting. Oh, I guess that's right. When we go into the water, our mounts go too. Well, that's fine though. We can pretty easily return then. I guess, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I was doing good for a while. Not sneezing. Got the sniffles, but not sneezing. It's starting to get bad again. I can feel it. Thank you, friend. Now everyone in Tamamizu can once again use the entrance of fear of running into those nasty water serpents. You smell strongly of striped ray bubbles. Aha! These graceful creatures are also in mating season. It seems this one has taken such a liking to you, it's marked you as its very own. While we may find it as unpleasant as the serpents, the scent is irresistible to other striped rays. You best wash yourself off quickly, else you'll find yourself accosted by a swarm of lovesick rays. Well, no mount just yet, though I do imagine we'll get one soon, based on that quest line. Thank you to Kami for finally sending someone who I can turn to for help. Please, madam, I need you to do me a favor, but it's something that must stay between us. The other day, I was out for a stroll in the Kobayashi Maru, to the northeast of here, where I came across a wakizashi. It was beautiful. When I went to grab it, however, this ghastly tentacled creature appeared out of nowhere and chased me away. I want that wakizashi so badly, but if I appeal to anyone here for assistance, they'll laugh me in my face and call me a coward. Might you go there and obtain it for me? Sure. I can certainly grab the wakizashi for you, friend, which is up over here. Oh, what? Would you look at that? We have a visitor, not just any visitor, but one from above. Might ask you to help us something. You see, I would like to go treasure hunting, but need someone to accompany me. If I go with one of the other villagers, they will try to take more than their fair share of our find. You from the service, however, have no interest in treasure, only Kubin. For your help, you shall receive a handsome sum. So what would you say? If you are willing to join me, meet me outside the Tamamizu gates in a quarter bell. Alright, so looks like we actually want to go out the waterway, maybe? Or this one in search of treasure. Alright, let's go up this way. I imagine this is a cave. Ah, a bit too far away. Thank you for coming, my good lady. Before we begin hunting for treasure in earnest, let's go over the basics. Do you see those great columns of seaweed below us? The treasure often carried into the air surrounding our village by ocean current and become entangled in the roots and stalks of larger clumps of plants like those. If you do a bit of tugging on the stalks and rummage through the roots, treasure should appear. Go ahead and give it a try. Let's see. Excellent work for a beginner. Now let's move on to doing some actual treasure hunting. Oh, remember not to waste your time searching the smaller clumps of grass. Treasure rarely, if ever, gets stuck in them. Please go and search the waters near Sui no Sato and to the rear of our village. I shall poke around the other sides. Once you have collected all the treasure to be found there, I ask that you return to Tamamizu and deliver them to me there. Okay. Well, let's do just that. So we'll go by Suinosato first. And let's see. Dense fruits. Once again, the trying to figure out the depth of where we are in comparison to other places can be a little bit difficult at times. Nothing there. Let's continue. Alright then, nothing. Looks like we have found treasures of some form. Alright, and then I imagine the last two are up here then, by the rear of the village. We could go directly to the village and just turn it in. Alternatively, we can also do so when we finish the other quest, which is probably what I'll do, since I like to try and be efficient with my time. At the same time, I guess the village is kind of on the way. Thinking that the antihistamines have done me some good, however, at the same time, still difficult to breathe as well as I wish. Not like as bad as earlier today, where I literally was concerned for my own health and well-being, but still, like, it's more now like the stuffed up nose cannot breathe versus the, oh god, do I need to go to the urgent care or hospital, can't breathe. Alright, though. Let's go down this way. I also need to exercise later tonight, which is usually like 30-35 minutes of biking. And I don't know if I should now, which kind of sucks to say. But it might be a good idea for me to take it off if I'm having trouble breathing, if that makes sense. I'll give that more thought. Oh, Wakazashi here. What about here? He is currently staring at the door. Eventually be outside in the other area, even with the menace of a kitten. Alright, last location that we can search for the Wakazashi. We find the tentacled thing. Again, unable to find the Wakazashi. Looks like we go back to Tamamizu. So in that case, let's teleport back. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. How you doing today, Sarah? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, let's talk to Saikoro. It was not there? Bah! That vile creature must have wrapped its slimy arm around it and taken it back to its home then. Please, must track it down and seize my Wakazashi from it. It is likely in Onokoro if all the other Shiranui. Nui, yeah. Alright, that's good to hear. As you can see, I'm doing some side quests before continuing the MSQ, though I think I might end up at the dungeon soon. Some pretty severe weather tonight, though. Ooh, like heavy storms, snow? I'm not sure if it really snows all too much around you. So how'd the hunting go? You brought back a bounty of porcelain plates, bottles, and look, this is a torn zabuton cushion. This is one of the rare treasures I've possessed to date. Ah, but you bore this talk. After all, your kind only has an eye for Kobin. That you would not desire to own such exquisite objects. You are very strange people indeed. I suppose, however, I must be thankful for it, because that means all the more treasure for us. Aha! Thank you for your help in gathering these for me, madam. I cannot wait to take them home. Snow? Ah, fair enough. Well, that will be interesting for sure. Hopefully everything... Oh, tornadoes, snow. So tornadoes and snow. What I'm hearing is a snow-nado. That's kind of an interesting, Oh, no snow? We don't snow. Okay, no snow. But tornadoes. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, snow and tornadoes, normally those don't, like, go together. And you're laughing at snow, understood. I was about to say, I don't think you got snow, but also, like, stranger things have happened before, where snow happens in areas that they are not supposed to be in. Alright, let's go through rotation. And let's go first strike with the stuff. Perfect. It snows maybe once every 10 years or so, then even lately. However, I imagine it still results in like your infrastructure just basically shutting down, doesn't it? Because you guys are not prepared to encounter snow of any kind. Even the potential of snow, yeah, I can imagine. First strike. Alright, we're pretty much on time with our rotation. That's good here. We'll go through Solid Barrel one time, and then Keen Edge Brutal Shell will be good to go. Mercy should be down by then, question mark. Not normally how I go about it, but it does work out for our needs. More the Icy Rose that a problem? That makes sense, yeah. We get the Wakazashi. We did indeed. Perfect. Yeah, the roads here are freaking horrible, and snow is a common thing here. Honestly, just the infrastructure of North Dakota, Minnesota is abysmal in comparison to what I'm used to in Massachusetts. I'm having so much trouble breathing today. I do not like it. You will find my Wakazashi that I was found. Yes, this is it. Ha! At long last, I've attained my first treasure. Now I am true Kobin of the Blue. While I might not be the bravest, I do have the rare gift of seeing through people. Right away, I knew you were a kind and trustworthy individual. This ability has served me well in trading and has allowed me to establish many good relationships with people around me, such as yourself. May our friendship last a lifetime. Perfect. Alright, so looks like that is all of it as far as the side quests are concerned. So let's head out and then I think prep for the dungeon. I don't know if it will... I think this will be our soft lock. I didn't realize that we had gone through so many MSQs in order to get to this point, but I think we have. I might wrap it up there at that point. Either that or do some dailies. Like I said, I have not been feeling great all today. Of either my pseudocold or allergies. Once again, not exactly sure which. And so, for that reason, it might be beneficial for me to call it a night, but we'll wait to see how I feel once we reach this point. That's a big shark. I've been going haywire. Yeah, mine have been really bad today. I'm not sure if it is a pseudocold, which is a result of my CFS/SEID, or if it is a result of the fact that someone emptied a dustbin in my office's like open trash can. And all I know is like earlier today at some point I just went, oh, I can't breathe right. Like something's wrong. It's not like a stuffed up nose can't breathe. It was, oh, I can't breathe. Do I need to seek medical attention? Question mark. And so it's been pretty much bad ever since. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know who it was, and I'm sure there was no malice in the action itself. At the same time, it's like, why would you deposit like just a full like vacuum bag or dustbin in the office? Like, knowing that other people share the space, at the very least be considered, if you're going to empty it, to then take that trash bag out. Like, yes, facilities comes around and empties our trash bins for us. However, that is like a severe source of allergens, and like, people know that I have pretty bad allergies too. So I was like, that was a little bit inconsiderate. Malicious, no. Inconsiderate, very much so. So, it has been a day because of that. I took some antihistamines earlier. I'm hoping that it dies down by tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other two join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I have also had a mind to ask Rose to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via link pearl. I appreciate it, Sarah. Right, come on, Rose. We've got work to do. Oh, so is this not the dungeon? I would have thought it was. It's not. Interesting. Maybe it leads to the dungeon? I'm kind of curious. Stormblood MSQ. So, breaking... I don't want that. No, I don't want to favorite this. I want to search it. Breaking... What? Breaking... Apparently that doesn't exist, but I know it does. Gane 20. So it's around 63. Breaking. No, really. We are still so freaking far away from the next dungeon. What? Like, this seemed like a perfect opportunity for a dungeon, but no. We're not even close. We're about to wrap up. The level 63 quest line and move into level 64, 65 territory, which is a little bit concerning because all my characters right now is 64, 63, 65. But, yeah, looks like we are about to wrap up the level 63 quest line, but we then have another 20 quests until the next dungeon at level 65. Roughly like 19, 18 quests. Jesus. I'm not looking forward to that now. I know I'm not far into this MSQ. Yeah, I thought I was pretty far. And like, yes, I've been taking breaks and doing things like the side quests. Like, I finish all my side quests as I go through. And so, yeah, it definitely takes me a little bit longer, but jeez, I definitely thought I was further into this. It definitely hasn't felt arduous. It doesn't felt like it's, you know, taking forever. But definitely is notable how long this is taking. Or how many MSQs I've done. You are leagues ahead of us all? Probably, yes. I've gone through a number of areas at this point. Now let's go through my rotation. Barrel, and one more keen edge bell before we go into mercy. Oh, I messed that up. I needed to go back in a gnashing fang. Yep, I really messed that up. No. It's your least favorite expansion. Yeah, what's up, Rose? I'm impressed how much side content you've done while still advancing so far into MSQ. Thank you. I find myself to be rather efficient, for a lack of a better term, in all of it. At the same time, I do enjoy the side quests. There's a lot of really fun content that I feel like I would otherwise miss, so I'm always for doing the side quests and stuff. So any reason in particular why this is your least favorite content pack, Sarah? Or is it the content itself, or is it the length of time between major events? I'll say I'll take butter in 1 second. Alright, don't think I can do much about that one, so I might as well fight all 3. We can go into our number... there we go. That's the correct rotation. Oh, they're dead. I was like, why am I not attacking another? I'm confused. Still got no mercy off. These guys seem a lot weaker than most other enemies for whatever reason. Alright, do you need to be mindful that Mashing Fang is just about off of cooldown? We want to make use of that. Perfect. Okay, can you frickin' knock it off, friend? And then first strike as well. Alright. Mercy's almost off a cooldown, but I just feel like going and using no mercy at this time. I might as well just go through my rotation as I would normally. I just don't care about any of it, and it really interests me. Not a fan of Lise either. That's fair. I feel like I've heard that a lot. A lot of people aren't really a fan of Lise. I'm kind of indifferent to them, all things considered. I don't really have like a standout opinion of, oh, I don't like this character, or I don't. They're still just as, you know, scatterbrained as they were prior as Ada, and so I'm very much indifferent to them as a character. There's been nothing that's really kind of swayed my opinion one way or another outside of their attachment to Giovanna, which is fleeting at times given their history, but even then. Also, probably being stuck between 2 fan favorite expansions. Yeah, I definitely think that is probably a major factor of it all. Alright, I'm ready to take butter.
No, I heard Luke screaming and crying to be let out. He's starting to be a little bit of a goober anyway, so.
Alright, butter. He dresses better, but that's about the only plus. Fair, fair. Hi, butter. What you doing, buddy? He's like, put me down. But not before I make the kitty hide. Okay, well, I guess he just wanted down. Yeah, he wants out. He got zoomies right now, which is unfortunate for me because I feel like he's going to harass me and my tissues. Oh, my God. Not a tissue I go through when my nose is like this. But yeah, I mean, so far, I'm not really like one way or another. I think so far, at least as far into it as I am, Stormblood definitely does pale a bit in comparison to Heavensward. There is no doubt about that. I think that the split story between Giovanna and Doma definitely leaves a lot to be desired. I think they may have really wanted to introduce Doma and introduce swimming and stuff like that, and maybe that's the reason for the division between the two. I would almost argue that they probably could have just focused in on Doma solely and introduced Giovanna later, potentially, because Kugane, Doma, the swimming and diving feels a lot more vibrant than Giovanna ever did prior, for however little time, or as much time as we spent in Giovanna. So I definitely feel like the fact that the story is split between two areas in this way is also detracting from the overall story, at least as of this moment. Maybe it comes together later, but at least as of right now, at least that's how I feel from a narrative perspective. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Ellie's side's all right too. Well, there's the link pearl. Rose, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. So we do also have a ether current here as well that I want to hit up. I want to say that it is over this way. Southwest, which is the way we're heading. Perfect. Ugh. Hey, look at that. They found Aether Current. Let me touch that. Then we go to the right here and up. Do I have all of them now? No, I do not, unfortunately. Are there any others? No, so now all of them are side quest based. Okay. And the dungeon that we picked up earlier might give us an Aether Current upon completion. So it will be a hot minute until we're able to do that. I'm just gonna go to this corner. Hopefully they drop aggro. The Striped Ray might be the only one who doesn't. It did. Cool. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing. I might add, it sounds like the whole garrison is heading straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege.
Actually, we're here to return a piece.
That's the spirit. Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Yeah, see, at least it's just more Ada. Which I'm fine with. At least know their backstory, get a bit more sense of who they are. Oh, interesting. Are those the other pieces of the treasures? And now that we have brought the third piece,
What
they all
in the
come together.
world?
Huh. Interesting.
Who hath made us whole?
A talking sword?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures.
Huh.
O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Korjin.
It was I who made you whole. If I made you whole, it was not my intent, but I carried the trinkets. I guess, I mean, I was the one who made them whole. And I was told by Buchin that the Maga Tama chose me.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault?
We did, in fact. We had ulterior motives, but that was part of it.
How auspicious. We do commend thee, daughter of man.
Okay, this is interesting.
Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides
Timothy
be
Watson.
chosen.
I'll be honest, don't know,
Loyalty
aka Oriange. Really?
Takers of our greater part.
I guess I can kind of hear it a little bit, but yeah. Without you saying it, I would not have realized.
A contest of wills, just what we need.
Reminds me of Heaven's Ward and Ishgard. Try by combat.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm.
Okay.
All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
I see why they made him the voice of this, given its colorful language. I'm really surprised they did not make this a dungeon of sorts. I feel like this would have been a perfect opportunity in like the content and MSQ overall to make this a dungeon. That's really strange they didn't. I feel like it would have been like a perfect break in the MSQ to do so. Especially if we're going to fight that.
We are Susanoo, and in revelry do we rejoice.
So is this a primal?
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
That was my first thought.
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse.
Yeah, this would have made perfect sense for a dungeon.
Lise.
And a trial to boot. I feel like it would have been a perfect break and a reward of sorts in the
Leave him to us
MSQ.
and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Interesting.
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be
I
served
do love-
whether you will it or no.
I do love Susanoo's design. It is really, really cool and intriguing. The helmet almost reminds me of the Garlean crown. With the spikes that the Emperor wears. I wonder if that has any relevance. Where am I going? Oh, there's Lise and Alisai. Alisai? Is it Alisai or Alisai? That was not part of the plan. A Kojin Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I am sure there is a perfectly logical explanation involving the Aether store and the treasures and the religious fervor with which the Kojin guard them, or something. A pity Alphino is not here to provide it. Alizai. Alizai? Is it Alizai? Or Zai? I want to say Alizai. Alizai. Those perfectly logical explanation involving Aether, store, and treasures, and religious fervor, blah, 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 Alphino provide. Like say. Alizai. Okay, so that's how I think Alizai. Okay. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Sorbonne and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seems surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of the capricious fortune, does it? And the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. At least you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over the Isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Rose, I truly am, but neither of us can even approach Susanoo, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Is this the first time that I've soloed a primal? Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decided to take up a fishing trip to the far east and are surprisingly close by? Yes, I speak fluent Ingen. Come on, there's no point putting this off. So they even make a point of the fact that I am doing this by myself. Interesting. Okay. Interesting that everything did not attack me. Oh, the pool of tributes now accessible. Oh, so interesting. Pool of tributes now accessible. That actually is really interesting because this the pool of tributes. Oh, you know what? I missed that this was a trial. So I am soft locked now. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to do this without my static. So okay, I guess that's a good break in it all. I kind of would have preferred a dungeon into a trial, to be completely honest, but you know what? I'll take it. So we do in fact have a trial, which means that I am theoretically soft locked. I know that I'm actually not. I could do this right now and move on, But I'll wait for my static, which means let me actually let them know that I have reached it, so that they know what they're looking out for. Let's see. Here we go. The Lord of the Revel. And checkmark. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm debating whether or not I want to continue streaming right now, or lay the frick back down and sniffle until I fall asleep, because it is getting worse and not better, which sucks. It was good for a while during the beginning of stream, though, I will say that. But I guess this now means that I can kind of do a lot of things going forward into the week. So tomorrow, for example, we can focus in on some dailies. We can do some of my job quests. We see we have one for Gunbreaker here. I did one for Paladin. I did it for Warrior. Dark Knight has one at 64. There's also going to be one at 65. Gunbreaker has one at 63. They're close to 64, so we'll do some dailies tomorrow for them. Not to mention, I believe my Wondrous Tales should be close to completion, which will be good. Get half a level on either one of them. And also, given our progress into the area, we now have access to our quest line for other things, like our hand and land quest that we can also do now as well. Not to mention that we still need to progress Leatherworker. Right now, they are sitting at 53. So a little bit off of everyone else in comparison. So they're still stuck in Heavensward and not in Stormblood just yet. So you also will probably want to progress them further. But all good things nonetheless. Yeah, I think I'm still dying a little bit too much. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna feel better. Maybe I'll work from home tomorrow, we'll see. Do I have any meetings tomorrow? Let me check. I don't think I do. I don't think I do, so maybe I'll work from home tomorrow. Maybe I'll also do some job quests and stuff. But thank you, god dang it. How is it that this entire time you have not noticed me? Well, let's go through one page. Should be enough. Let me hit No Mercy, Rough Divide, Solid Barrel, Demon Zone, Divide, Gnashing Fang, the Bow Shock, into Savage Claw, into Wicked Talon, to finish off with a Burst Strike. I've gotten better at that rotation. I feel like that is probably not as efficient as I could be, but still not bad as far as that rotation is concerned. So I'm pretty happy to be feeling a lot more confident with that on Gunbreaker. It's been interesting learning all the little nuances with each rotation. Like Warrior, I feel very confident in my rotation right now. But everything else, like Paladin's still honestly such a boring rotation. Like we go Fast Blade into Riot Blade, Fighter Flight into Goring Blade, into Circle of Scorn, Spirits of Vid, Royal Authority, back into our 3-part combo. Though now we do have Holy Spirit, which is nice. Though I don't think anything of ours... Oh no, we do get Royal Authority now, or Divine Might of Holy Royal Authority. And it gives us grants Divine Might, allows next one to be immediately with increased potency. When it says immediately, does it mean that it is a instacast? Actually, I want to check this out. Hold on. So we go Riot Blade, Fighter Flight, Goring Blade, Circle of Scorn, Spirits Within, Royal Authority. It is not an instacast then, but we do hit that thereafter, and looks like we used up everything. Okay, so I mean that's kind of our rotation right now. Not bad. All right. I mean, that's pretty simple right now in comparison to like Gunbreaker or even Dark Knight as far as the complexity of the rotation, since we also have Quietus and Bloodspiller now. But let's head back to Limsa. So we are in a sanctuary as we log out. But with that being said, guys, as always, thank you much for joining me today. And if you haven't already, definitely make sure to hit that follow button, as we will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Also, I did officially re-sign up for Extra Life 2023. So if you guys haven't already, definitely check out our Extra Life campaign. I might have to relink it for those who are interested. Definitely let me know if the link is working or not. And if so, even $1 goes a long way to supporting our local children's hospitals here in Minnesota, Fargo, North Dakota. It would be much appreciated. If you guys have any thoughts of what goals we'd like to, can you throw the link again? It's actually right below the video. In the card should be an Extra Life panel, maybe. It's been a hot minute since I've looked, actually. Let's see if I'm in chat right now and look down. Yes, there is an Extra Life menu. We previously did like a lot of stuff of like Bean Boozle, Hot Ones. Those links probably don't work any longer since we're in a new campaign. But if you guys have any thoughts of what like goals you'd like set, what things you'd like to see as incentives of sorts, definitely let me know. Honestly, Final Fantasy, it's a little bit more limiting on what we do. Like with Dead by Daylight, we used to do like choose my killer, choose my build, stuff like that. Final Fantasy, I'm not sure what you guys' thoughts would be there, but anything does go to supporting that cause. I think our goal I set for this year was like $1,000. I don't think we even got close last year, but that's fine. Every dollar, like I said, does count. But if you guys have any thoughts as far as goals you'd like to see created, let me know, and definitely would be willing to entertain them. With that being said, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully a lot less sniffly at 7 p.m. CST for some more Final Fantasy XIV. On that note, bye-bye!